Hi, it's Pat. Now you probably think that this video is about those humans on the cover of the Red Rock Country Club magazine, but no, it's all about those two dogs, Chloe and Chesney. These two girls live a life of luxury, riding around in mom's convertible Mercedes, strapped into their doggy car seats, or maybe they're on a walk in the Zen garden with Daddy Dave. I know one thing for sure. When they rest, they do it in luxury too. In their beds designed by their mom, Diane Cabral. Let's take a look.
Hi everybody, I am here on such a beautiful Saturday here in Summerlin. I am visiting with my friend Diane Cabral. Diane owns Diane Cabral Interiors, but she's taking it to another level because why should just regular folks live all fancy? How about the dogs that they own? So Diane started a company called DogStyles Home, and I'm here with her and Chesney and Chloe, and we're going to talk all about it and show you what's going on. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Pat. How are you today?
I am doing so great, and thank you so much for letting me come out here and film Chloe and Chesney. I'm not sure if I named them right, but you'll get to know them a lot better in a little while. So Diane, tell me, I know you're from Summerlin Rotary. That's where we met.
Absolutely, yes.
And you started kind of concepting, I think, your dog beds at that time. Mm-hmm. And, I kind of showcased you on this little PowerPoint we had at the club and everything.
Yes.
And I was always curious, after I left that club, how you did with that. And then suddenly on Facebook, your husband posted a picture, and I'm like, oh my God, they've got the logo, everything's happening. So just take me back and tell me how it all came to be and how you finally got the beds done.
Well, absolutely. First, I'm an interior designer, and I saw the need for these dog beds in my clients' homes rather than an ugly old pillow on the floor. So I started designing for my clients. And so it would be a piece of furniture for my client's home. The fabrics would be custom coordinated, the size would be custom. Everything is completely custom.
Well, let me ask you real quick. So when you say custom, like maybe they wanted the dog bed to match their furniture?
Absolutely. Yes. To where we could actually put and place a dog bed in their living room, and it would coordinate with their sofa or their chairs. It could actually be the same fabric, and we actually treat our fabrics too. So.
Wow. Well, it's no surprise. I mean, you're an amazing interior designer. I know that you're very settled into the Las Vegas interior design community and have been a part. What's the organization that you were on the board or whatever?
Well, I am the incoming vice president of IDS, which is the Interior Design Society. And I've been a member of ASID, American Society of Interior Designers, for years. And I'm also a registered designer with the Nevada State Architecture Board.
Wow. So you kind of know what you're doing.
Yes.
Diane, when you first thought of making these dog beds, and not like just a regular old Costco dog bed, fancy dog bed, I mean, how did you, did you know that there was a market for it, or were you just kind of rolling the dice?
Well, I think being in the design business, I have a passion for furnishings and fabrics, and I just started to think, wow, why not create something like this for our dogs? And that's how I started. Something smaller scale, and actually I have a client that had a standard poodle, and she wanted the bed coordinated to her poodle and her interiors. Oh, wow. So it was so cute. The trim all over the doggy bed was in turquoise, and the poodle had the turquoise bow, and it was just fun. And I thought, I could put the nail heads around the base. I can put the rhinestone nail heads, the wood legs, or the metal polished silver legs. So it's just kind of endless in my creativity on what I can do to design these dog beds.
Well, it sounds like it, and it sounds like you played around a lot with different parts and pieces and what works and what doesn't work. But when you're custom designing a bed, you have to sit down with the owner and really understand what they want, not just what they want, because what they want may be totally different than the rest of the house, and you're like, this is not going to look good in the living room. How did you deal with those types of situations, and what solution did you come up with that would work for everybody?
Well, when I present to a client their interiors, then I will present the fabrics for the doggy beds, and most likely my clients will always go with me. However, the fabrics most of the time need to be treated. We use a Sunbrella fabric, which can be wiped clean, which is nice, and you can even place the doggy bed out on the patio. So you have to keep in mind the fabrics and that the cushions unzip so you can clean the fabrics.
Wow. So you were really thinking about, down the line, because a lot of times people design something and they don't think about, they're going to have to clean these pillow covers quite often or stuff like that. So you took all of those things into account. So the first client that you did the bed for, did you have to make a lot of changes, or were they just loving it from the get-go?
Yeah, no, they loved it. And one of the clients where I did make some changes was Boca Park Animal Hospital. They purchased 2 or 3 beds for their VIP suites, and I wanted to be able to hose those beds down as needed. So we used faux vinyls for the bed frames, and then we put grommets inside the frame underneath the cushion so they could hose them down. So, and we used Sunbrella fabric, so we had to be really, really careful on what we used at the animal hospital.
And who sleeps on those beds, Diane, at the animal hospital in Boca Park?
Well, Nicolas Cage and not Nicolas Cage, however, his dogs, they sleep on my doggy beds.
Oh, that is so cool. That must just be, seriously, that's really cool.
Yes.
That must have just thrilled you to death. Well, we're going to take a look at where you design and concept all this stuff, and we're going to get the dogs to get in their beds and show us how they luxuriate in those beds.
They love their bed.
I would love the bed.
They do. and more so during the winter months. A lot of dogs like to sleep on the floor and on the tile floor during the summer months, but in the winter months, they just cuddle up on their beds. They just love their beds. So.
Well, when you guys see these beds, you're going to want to cuddle up on them too. I want one for me. But anyway, we're going to just take a look around at everything and Diane's workshop, studio, and how these dogs live lavishly, or how they sleep, I should say. And so we'll be bringing that to you. We're going to just take a little tour here.
Chloe, go! Can you film this? Go! Hey, go, Chloe! She loves to run. Go! Come on, Chloe! Go! Yeah! And Chesney, she just likes to observe. She's not much of a runner. Different temperaments.
All right, this is Chesney. This is my 10-year-old standard poodle. She's just so sweet. She's just a sweetheart. She's the queen of the house. And Chloe. This is Chloe, who is 4 years old, and she's a lot more active. Anyway, they love their doggy beds. At nighttime, they come in here and they sleep on their doggy beds. And sometimes they sleep together, and sometimes they sleep separately. They each have one. So.
My goodness, look at the view that these dogs have when they put their bed in front of this window. They're looking at a beautiful golf course. And here's Chloe back. She doesn't want to miss out on the action or anything. So, Diane, how often do you take, I keep saying this, but these dogs look so fancy. Do they actually take walks like regular dogs, or do they go to a special place to walk?
Oh, well, they walk around here at Red Rock, and I take them in every 3 weeks to have them groomed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we keep up on them.
Yeah. Well, they seem very happy here and everything, and highly intelligent.
Poodles are very, very intelligent.
So these are, and I remember asking you when I first got here, because I thought they were a special kind of poodle, but these are just standard poodles.
They're standard poodles. They're called party poodles, where they're the mixed colors.
It's a standard color? Okay.
The black and white with the black and white.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Some breeders experiment, and They might be a little bit more monotone. So anyway,
They're just family members.
they are.
Well, they are so beautiful, and it's no surprise that they would need a special bed. And we're going to go take a look at, into your studio and take a look at the different designs and different things you've done for people. I went to this, well, I didn't go to the place, but I saw it online, the Henderson Pet Resort. I've actually seen the front of it, and I peeked in the window. And these dogs are living the life of Riley up in there.
They are.
It's not a daycare, doggy daycare. This is beyond that. Now, is that a place that you might have your doggy beds?
Absolutely. Yes.
Have you ever-
The dogs aren't living like they used to. When I grew up, the dogs stayed outside and ate gravy trains.
Yes, girl, I remember that. Isn't that interesting? And now the relationship, and I'm sure it's not been different in the past, but the relationship that people have now with their pets, maybe because of the internet, maybe because TV has changed. We're focused more on what goes on in everyday life. But dogs, pets, their lives have changed significantly.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So that's a lot of the reason I wanted to do this show, because I see the changing, not just with something as high-end as this, but just in everyday life, how people treat their dogs. You see
yeah.
TV commercials where the people are figuring out, oh, my dog food is horrible, I gotta get, you know? So
Right.
before, like you said, gravy train. And if you don't like it, it's whatever we ate for dinner.
Right. Yeah. No, people are going to love this show. People
Yeah.
love their pets.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
do.
thinking. And just to see a different side of everything.
Probably been in business for a couple years now. I think the website was built maybe a year and a half ago. I love the website, but already I need to revise it because websites are a lot different today. And mine was just designed a year and a half ago. I have considered going to Neiman Marcus. I have considered doing some marketing, but I am not there yet.
Yeah.
I am not there. I'm still here in the Vegas market. But absolutely, that's
Yeah.
what my business plan is. My goal.
I would think that they're waiting on you because as a business coach, you know, I have to look at market shares, niche markets, you know, how this plays. I mean, if you were in, and I love you, San Bernardino, because I was born there, but if you're in San Bernardino, you may not sell a lot of these beds, you know? I mean, you really have to know
Right.
where you're at.
Yes.
You're here in Summerlin, you know, it just makes sense. And I'm sure that a lot of your friends and neighbors have purchased the bed. What has been the response from them?
Oh, everybody loves the dog beds. The design community knows me. They know my name. They know that I'm designing dog beds. I get feedback all the time. Everyone loves the product. So, everybody that has a dog bed, they love it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
you didn't have one client that was like, oh, Diane, I'm just doing this because you're my friend. I don't really need a fancy dog bed.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have one friend that her Vizsla is still a little bit young. We're afraid that he might chew the bed.
Oh.
So anyway, she ended up purchasing one through a silent auction where I donated it.
Yeah.
And so now she has my bed. So
Yeah.
we're going to see how Yogi does with the bed.
Diane, I'm just so excited for you. And like I said, we started out, or my first, you know, awareness of your beds was back in our Rotary Club 2 years ago now. I can't believe I've been gone that
Has
long.
it been 2 years?
I think
Okay, so that's when I
almost.
started. Was 2 years ago.
And I would put her concept up on our little PowerPoint we did at the club. But there was always something that stood out because I thought, wow. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, is there a marketplace? And then the other side, I'm thinking, there's got to be a marketplace. And so you found that there is. It makes sense. People, look, first people you should call, and I'm giving the shout out, Kardashians, y'all got dogs. You need these
Oh my
beds.
gosh, absolutely.
You need these fancy beds.
That would be
Anybody-
my clientele.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Anybody out there with a foo-foo dog who they carry in their purse or, you know, they sleep on their bed,
Right.
give your dog their own luxury bed. right here, DogStyles home. You participate in a lot of silent auctions and opportunities that you have to donate these beds. My first question is, what's the most you ever got at a silent auction?
For the doggy bed, $1,250.
What?
Yeah, that was at the Animal Foundation. So yes.
Wow.
So that was very good.
That is fantastic.
I love to see that.
That is great because that money goes to such a good cause.
Absolutely.
I think the fact that you're doing that is amazing. A lot of now, when you get the call, do you make the bed custom for that donation?
Yes.
How long does it take to make a bed?
Oh gosh, it takes about. I like to. By the time I get the fabric, it's about 5-7 days. And then I like to give my upholsterers a couple weeks to make it. So, yeah, they can make it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, if I was in a rush, they could make it in a week. But I like to give them 3 weeks.
Well, I think what
4
I
weeks,
see from talking to you and looking at your CAD designs is that there's a lot of diligence here. You've put a lot of effort. So your love is in that bed, and that's priceless to me. So when what they're getting is more than just a bed that was made somewhere. It is Diane's personal touch. Now, I didn't look at the bed that closely, but I know you got your signature somewhere on that bed or something that says Diane made
I'm
this
working
bed.
on that. I'm working on the labels right now. So.
Good. Because, I mean, you know, us high-end folks, we like to look at that thing. And
Right, and then I would like to design a plaque and put the dog's name on it. So,
I love that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Girl, you already know what you're doing. You just need somebody to help you bring it all together.
That's right.
I think that's fabulous, Diane. Just everything you've said and the fact that you're donating and have donated. Do you do any other things in that arm, like that donation giving area with your beds?
Well, of course, I always donate one to the Rotary Club.
Yes,
The Summerlin Rotary Club.
And how do they use it?
Actually, our president, he purchased it for his little dog, but he was so cute. And they sent me a photo of him. Chester was his name. He was laying on his back, you know, with his legs up. He was just loving his bed. I should send you that photo.
That definitely. I think people would love to see that. All the loving ways that these beds are you know, I mean, this when you give your dog. If you gave me this bed, I would feel loved. Trust me. This is how amazing these beds are. But I mean, when you give your dog something that says, I care about you and how you live. Now, that might sound silly to a lot of people, but, you know, when it's your baby, that's what they deserve. They deserve what you deserve.
Yes, absolutely.
But tell me your dogs aren't drinking champagne, though, Diane.
No. They don't
Okay,
drink champagne.
not every now and then.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
We're good. We're good about that. But these beds, they have to... the animals have to feel good and comfy, and, but they have to look great with your interior.
I'm telling you, girl. I'm going to give you some
Absolutely have
snaps
to look
on that.
great, yeah.
Yes, because it's got to match. It's got to work into the interior. And that's what Diane will do. She will design something that fits with your home and that, you know, has the look and feel of wherever the bed is going, right?
Sure.
Whatever room.
Sure, and if it's a traditional environment, we'll put traditional legs on it. If it's contemporary, we'll put
Get out of here.
legs.
Did you show me some legs? We got some legs in here.
I didn't show you any.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Colonial, contemporary,
Amish.
Amish.
The bun feet.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look, people, look. Okay, so let's start with the legs now. So you can pick your legs. I mean, this is some big time stuff.
And then if we really want to go contemporary, we can put
What is that?
The polished nickel.
Oh, look
stainless
at
steel
that.
type legs. So
Girl.
yeah, it's like I said, it's design is unlimited.
I love this.
If
Okay.
we can think it, if we can draw it, we can make
She's
it.
got your back on that. So we've got the legs. You pick your fabric. I would probably pick leopard because I love
Isn't that great?
leopard.
Look at that. How that
And
set goes
yeah,
together.
that's beautiful. Look at that. That gray. That is like, I mean, a British man would have that.
And this would even be a nice bed outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be pretty?
So look at right there, just in these little few samples we're showing you. Then, hand me the wood.
Okay.
So the base of your bed is going to be the wood that you want that goes with your
the
thing.
legs.
I'm sorry, the legs will be the wood coloring.
Any finish.
And this is real wood. Act. But in our shoots with the dogs on the bed, did you see the pillows? There's pillows because heaven forbid they should just sleep without a pillow.
Absolutely, and our throw. We didn't show the throws. I don't make the throws. However, I think it's nice to have a throw. So that's probably my next My next venture is I need a throw or a doggy blanket
to match
on,
whatever the
on
throw
the
is
bed. Yes.
on the sofa in the
Yes.
den. I
Because
mean,
my one poodle, she likes to get in the bed and she likes to go like this.
Yeah.
So I give her a blanket so she can,
Isn't that something?
I know.
So we
mess
give
it all up.
We give that a good name.
Yeah.
Something, the scratchy one, the throw, something.
Right.
I mean, she's got it all figured out.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the market for a bed for your dog, please check out her website. And give me your website, Diane.
It's DogStylesHome.com.
Okay, that's pretty simple. DogStylesHome.com. I guarantee you won't be disappointed, but if you go on there, you can really take a journey and see what she has and how it's done. And I think you'll be very pleased if you're in the market for something like this. Diane, is there anything else you want to share with the audience?
I don't think so. I just love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. And I love design. And
How long have you been at designing?
Oh, probably 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of big time people and beautiful homes. I mean, wow. It just all makes sense that
And commercial projects. I've done quite a few commercial projects.
But people, look, Diane Cabral, I mean, not only is she beautiful, but she designs beautiful things. And she's just such a sweet person. You would never know that. I mean, I think it's okay to say that you live the life you live and do the things you do because you're just like so humble about it all. If I was making this stuff, me, Diane, I'd be like, look at me, I'm making it. But not her. I just want to say
That's what I need to do.
Well, I definitely can show you how to do that. But Diane, I guess I'll let you fix that up.
Don't worry about that.
But Diane, thank you so much for inviting me into your home.
You're welcome.
And we're the people see some amazing B-roll on this video, and I'm so happy to showcase you. This show is going to motivate, and a lot of people are going to enjoy watching it. If you're a dog lover, and she does cat beds, so
we won't limit it just to dogs.
make your cat and your dog jealous. I like your bed. No, I like your bed. Get them both one. But anyway, Diane, thank you so much. I just adore you.
Kat,
And I'm so
for the
happy to see you.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you so
problem.
much.
You're making my show look good, and I appreciate that.